Okay, back once again. Today, folks, looking at length of missing array, a Python exercise that I've done in Codewars and that I'm about to do in Codewars. Yes. The description says you get an array of arrays. If you sort the arrays by their length, you will see that their length values are consecutive, but one array is missing. You have to write a method or a function that will return the length of the missing array. So, looking down here, you have a list of lists, and you got sub lists in here. And if you were to sort these, you're going to see that the lengths will be consecutive except for one missing one, and you return the length of the missing array. Because right here we have a length of 1, a length of 2, no length of 3, a length of 4, and a length of 5. So 3 is the missing one. So somehow you sort these by length, and the length that is missing in the sequence, that is the length that you return. And here we see that the length of 3 is missing, so that is what is returned. And you got some other rules here. If the array of arrays is null, nil, empty, return zippy. When an array in the array is null, the function should return 0 as well. And I'm not going to read the rest, but we're just going to focus on the main idea here. Alrighty, let's get in here. Knock this sucker out. Turn this mother out for those MC Hammer fans from the 90s. That song may have been in the 80s, actually. I'm going to create an empty list. And I'm going to use this empty list to hold the lengths, because this is part of how I'm going to do my sorting of the list lengths. I'm going to loop. I'm going to loop through the two-dimensional list, and I guess I'll shortcut it here and copy in some code, save some time, some blips. And this is kind of part of this is validation, where if I have an array if I have a list within the list of lists that is none, or the length of the list is 0, I'm going to return 0 because that's a rule for the exercise. So I'm doing that. Otherwise, I'm going to append the length of the sublist to my lengths list that I created up here. See, I'm going to get the length of every sublist, and then I'm going to sort that list, and I'm going to use that list of integers to find my missing length. Because if I get all the lengths as integers, sort them, whatever's missing from the sequence is going to be my missing length. And I'm going to do the sorting right now. There we go. The handy dandy sort function from Python. And then I'm going to loop. Here I'm doing code to determine, I guess you could say, consecutiveness. I'll explain it soon. Okay, what I am doing here is I'm looping through my set of sub-list lengths. I'm looping through that list, and I'm starting at index 1, and what I'm doing for each iteration is I'm comparing the current element to the one before it, and I'm ensuring that the current element is one more than the one before it. This is the current element, and this is the previous element plus 1. These should be equal if the elements are consecutive. If they're not consecutive, I'm checking for it not being equal. If they're not consecutive, then I found my missing length, and the missing length will be the one that's missing, of course, because the one that's missing in this case is going to be the previous one, the previous element value plus 1 will be the one that's missing. And this else is in the wrong place. Let me get rid of that, or not get rid of it, but move it. Because this is it's not an if else, this is a for else. Yes. So the if is going to determine consecutivity, if that is a word. If I find a spot where it's not consecutive, I return the missing value. The else is if I get all the way through the for loop and I don't find a lack of consecutiveness. It means, I guess, they're all consecutive, and I'll return 0. I'm not even sure if this is I'm not sure if this is ever pursued or whatever, but I just have it here as kind of a safety mechanism. So I'll have to test it out at some point, but I ain't testing it out right now. I'm not doing it live, folks. What I am going to do live is test this whole mother out. Let's go. Oh, syntactic issue right here. Syntax, homie. Try it again. All right. ARR is not defined. Another naming issue. Yeah. Using different names in here. Yeah, gotta be consistent up in here. Yeah, I was doing too much talking while I was typing, and I just kind of was spacing because I was focusing on the talking and not the typing, which, yeah, you can't really do things at the same time that well. You lose something. But anyway, good job on that one. So here it is, folks. The length of missing array. Python Codewars. There's your code, folks. And there I am, and there you are. I'm good, and you're good. And with that, I am out. Check you later.